Well, hello there everybody, Jers here. Welcome back to another video, and before we get into today's video, I just wanted to address the lack of content here on the channel as of late. Basically what happened was, as I was working on this video, which was going to require me to do some current day commentary, I got a really bad head cold, and it turned into me, as you can tell, I'm still struggling a little, turned into me losing my voice for the most part. So I couldn't do anything as far as anything like this, and I had nothing ready to release because I just wasn't anticipating on getting sick. And so that's where things have been. But with all that said, we're gonna try to get back to putting out some more content here fairly soon. As for today's video, what this is a slightly different format that I'm trying out today, in that the previously recorded gameplay footage is all going to be marked appropriately, but then like at the end of the day, I'm going to be interjecting with, current day commentary just to kind of explain what I'm doing and what my thoughts are on that and how things went that particular day and everything. This video was inspired by a conversation that I saw online that some people felt like the single player mode in this game was impossible. I hadn't played this as a single player. I just, the video I did with my friend Reaper here on the channel, that was the only time I played this. And so I was just reading that conversation, and there were some really valid points made, but it really got me thinking, is it really impossible? Can you unlock everything there is to unlock in the current state of the game as a single player, or do you need to go online or ask some friends to play? And the argument amongst some of the folks in the discussion was, maybe I don't want to have my friends play with me. Maybe I want to just play by myself when I have time to. Maybe I don't want to play with random folks online. And so I really just wanted to see, is it possible, not necessarily to level up entirely. I think you can go 15 levels in this version, I think. But just, can you unlock everything there is to unlock? Or how difficult is it going to get if you just play by yourself? So that's what we're going to do today. This is the Fast Food Simulator Demo Single Player Challenge. That is a lot of words. And I have to just stress demo because we are getting a full version fairly soon. And I'm wondering if possible that if it's a situation where the demo may differ from the full version, and that maybe single player will be different, a different experience overall. We have to wait and see on that, obviously. We won't know that. Nonetheless, let's get into it. Let's see how this goes, and let's see if I can unlock everything in single player. Okay, so we started off here by naming the restaurant Jers' Burger Shack, another real original name I know. And what we did at the start of this is we already completed the bulk of the tutorial at the beginning, because again, we've already shown that, so there was no need to show that again. We've already served one burger, and we'll go from there at this point. And so like the first day here is relatively easy. We're just doing one, it's just basic literally basic hamburgers. There's no condiments, there's no nothing. We've been here before. Interesting to see what happens when things start really increasing in terms of, obviously we're going to get condiment options. We're going to get French fries and sodas and ice cream. All of these things are going to come into play, and that's where it's going to get really kind of busy, and I'm probably going to lose my mind, but I want to see if I can do it, because I've seen some statements made online that the game is pretty much almost impossible when you do it as a single player. And I'm not going to argue that. I do think that there is a level of how chaotic this can probably get. Just based off of what we did on the demo. You start adding in all the different condiment options. You start adding in French fries and ice cream. You start adding in sodas. And I don't even want to think about what it would be like once that's open. Assuming that does open. I would imagine that it does. I can't see why it wouldn't. But In any case, I figured why not challenge myself and see what I can do here. Trying to keep things clean as we go here. If we can, I mean, right now we can do that. We're afforded that opportunity right now. Is this a double? It is a double. We're afforded that opportunity right now to do that. I didn't know we were going to have double. I couldn't remember we would have doubles on day one, but apparently we do. Now my whole thing is, do I want to cook more burgers? Because, again, looking at the time of day here, it is 4:30.
Hello?
Table 15 just wants a regular hamburger. But we are down to one patty. You know, and I think that one of the things too with games like this is obviously everybody has their way of how they would want to do things, or everybody finds a method basically that works for them. And I do think that that's going to be the case for me too, is finding a process that works for me. So day one proved to be a little bit more eventful than I had hoped for. The last order of the evening did not go well at all. Somehow though, I was still able to manage to fulfill the order, but it resulted in not having enough hamburger patties at the restaurant itself. So I literally needed to place an order, wait for the truck, pick it up, and then put the one singular patty on the grill. I thought for sure I was not going to fulfill that order, but the customer stayed around, reacted positively, and as a result, day one ended up being relatively successful. And at the end of the day, we unlocked ketchup for day two. So the challenge here of just the basic hamburgers, I feel like I could have done better in that I would have made sure that I at least had enough hamburger patties on premises. So it ended up being a problem at the beginning, and things do get better from here. And like I said, we were able to level up enough to unlock ketchup, which means that day two is going to include even more challenges than day one had already given us. So needless to say, we didn't have to go an extra day in order to level up enough to get the next ingredient, in this case it being ketchup. So let's see how day two goes, and so on. Will we be continuing on and unlocking a new ingredient or a couple new ingredients each day? We'll have to wait and see. But all in all, day one, aside from a couple little hiccups, it wasn't too bad. Day two started out with an attempt to be a little more efficient by doing something that I probably should have figured out needed to be done on day one. It was just one day, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself, but I basically started laying out a couple burger wrappers along with burger buns in a hope that it would mean that I would be able to more quickly and efficiently assemble any burgers, considering now that we have ketchup to deal with. I've never really felt like I would ever say that ketchup was a problem, ever. But those words have come out of my mouth now that ketchup is now a problem. Will this new process make us more efficient? Will day two be easier? Let's find out. What I found works the best is counting when you're putting burgers down. I found that what works really well is if you count down or count like 10 very fast seconds. So I'm not talking about doing something like one Mississippi kind of thing. I'm talking about just, I put one down. So like right now, what we have is we have 8 burger patties. Okay. So in order to space these out well enough to where you can flip all these in a timely manner, what I do is I put one down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So what we have here is we have 18 patties ready to go. So in my thinking, what I'm thinking is on the average, what we got yesterday was 13 orders. We have 13 customers. Now, some of those folks wanted double hamburgers. Do I think we're going to exceed 18 orders today? No, I don't. But those additional patties, if we have any double hamburger orders, I don't think we're going to get more than a couple of those, so we should have enough patties. So let's fill up our ketchup bottles here. It should probably fill them both up, is what I'm thinking. So it doesn't hurt to do that. It only really applies in terms of even that, like with the condiment bottles themselves, you don't have to put those back in the fridge at the end of the night. You won't lose your ketchup if that's the case. So let's take a quick recap here. We've got a couple pre-made, we've got a couple papers ready to go with some buns ready to go. We've got our burger patties and we have our 2 filled ketchup bottles, and we are ready to open for the day. We have our trays over here and we are ready to get started on the day here. This will be day 2. We now have ketchup added. And we'll have to see what the customers throw at us here in terms of what they order. Hello there. And let's see what they would like today. Hamburger, table 1. I haven't really messed around too much with just having like a couple of the papers ready and the buns ready. I will say that is a helpful process. Hello there. I saw ketchup on the screen there. 2 pumps of ketchup, and it's a double. So day 2 turned out to be pretty much, for the most part, uneventful, despite having a new ingredient in ketchup that could be added to orders. We had a good mix in that situation. There were still a lot of plain burgers that were ordered, but we did have a few ketchup orders as well, or I should say burgers to include ketchup as well. And so day 2 largely went pretty quiet. It was pretty good. It was easy to manage. It wasn't overly difficult. And at the end of day 2, we unlocked lettuce as well as soda cups. So obviously now into day 3, we have been fortunate in that we have been able to unlock a new ingredient or a new product, whatever you want to call it, for each of the days since we started on day 1. There hasn't been a broken, that momentum has not been broken yet. And who's to say it will be, but it hasn't been at this point. But now with the addition of lettuce and now with the addition of using the soda fountain, who knows what it's going to turn into. A quick observation with respect to day 3 is that I mentioned this in the footage, but one of the things that I'm starting to realize now, even though it's not a lot of ingredients or not a lot of products that you need, a lot of your time when you're playing single player is spent on loading the truck. And a lot of that, I think, has really to do with the fact that you can only pick up really the hamburger buns. If you order more than like 1 case of them, you can right click on those and pick them all up at one time. Any individual boxes or anything with lettuce or produce, you cannot do that. So you can only pick up 1 crate of produce or 1 box of patties. You cannot pick up more than 1 at one time. And I will just tell you as a quick observation, that took a lot of time. As we added more and more things, it took me longer every day with the addition of new things to unload the truck. So just to keep that in mind. And again, bear in mind too that, as I'll say this over and over, if this is the demo version that we're doing this on. For all I know, that could be something that could be included in the full version. We'll have to wait and see. But all in all, small gripe, not a major thing by any means. It's just that you're going to spend a little time putting everything away. But let's get on to day 3. Let's see how it goes. Day 3, here we go. So again, now we have the added stress of the soda, we have lettuce, and we have ketchup as all available options for our hamburgers. And then of course we have our drink station up here. So again, we've leveled up out of the 3 days. We're on day 3. We've leveled up each day. We've earned a new ingredient or a new product each day. We have a hamburger with 3 lettuce. Table 3, and a Yuma berry with 1 ice.
Hello.
And here it comes already. Barely got that order done, and I've got somebody at the register already. All right. Table 16, hamburger, 2 ketchup. Table 16 and a Mr. Hoop, 1 ice.
Hey.
We're no sooner wrapping up one order and we've already got somebody that's coming to the counter, placing an order. That's what I feel like doing, is running out the door right now. We have a hamburger, 3 ketchup, 3 lettuce for table 4. Current day me right now, I just want to say that it is frustrating watching me take 1 piece of lettuce at a time out of the bin. Just saying. Back to the pre-recorded footage. All right, table 4.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't even have time to replenish the buns and the paper. Hamburger, 2 lettuce. Table 15 and a water, 2 ice.
Hello.
So much for having that all ready to go with the papers and stuff. Hamburger, 2 ketchup, 1 lettuce. And a Yuma, 1 ice.
Hello.
And this goes to table 10. All right. I saw a burger on the order there. Hamburger, 1 lettuce. And we need a splash cola, no ice.
Hello.
And this goes to table 17. All right. And what do we got here? We need a regular hamburger and a Yuma, no ice. And this is going to table 6. All right. Obviously, we have been unable to keep the front in order at this point, as to be expected. So we have a regular hamburger and a Yuma no ice. And this is going to table 1.
Hello?
You no sooner get an order done and you're running right back to get another one. So day 3 proved to be successful. We had all orders fulfilled and everybody was happy with their order. So all in all, that was good. The downside, we unlocked another item. Ice cream cups this time. So we're going into day 4 now with ice cream. Soft serve ice cream, but it's still ice cream and it's still something else that we have to do. I have one real takeaway for day 3, and it is that while most of the orders were both a hamburger and soda, there was an occasional where it was just a soda or just a hamburger. But one of the things that I noticed was, while I didn't notice much with the ketchup, adding lettuce, it was very popular. And also too, just adding lettuce added one extra layer of complexity to the possibility of what your burger orders were going to be. And then adding in having to take care of the soda. I said it in the footage. I had no time, 0 time in between an order to actually even do anything. So when I ran out of burger wrappers and buns laid out, I was not able to get any more done because I literally had no time. I would no sooner get done running an order out and there was already somebody at the counter waiting or approaching the counter. I didn't want to have more than one person come in at a time either at the counter, so I had to keep that flow going. And that just meant having to grab one wrapper and a bun at a time to do each order from that point on for the rest of the day. That being said, the busyness of what is to come and the chaos of what is to come was very subtle in showing itself, but it absolutely showed itself here. So let's see how day 4 goes with the inclusion of ice cream. I think I'm going to start to lose my mind here, but let's find out. We are now adding an additional stressor to our day. Can we do it is the question. I think we can do it. I think we'll be fine. I think this is at the point now where this is going to start to get really, really difficult. I'm going to try something too. I'm going to put some stuff over here. Although the lettuce is not available there, so we'll put the lettuce up here so that way we have some extra space over here, and I could always just move this and get an extra place set up there. All right. Jeez, I run back to the kitchen. Yuma berry, 2 ice. Oh my gosh, there's already somebody else. Table 8. As I run into the door. Hello there. Vanilla ice cream, Yuma berry, no ice.
Hello.
And this is going to table 2. Geez, this person's going to be like asleep in an hour after the sugar crash they're going to experience with that order. But who am I to judge? All right. Geez. Water, 1 ice. We got one of everything here. And a vanilla ice cream. And a hamburger with ketchup and lettuce. 1 ketchup, 2 lettuce. Okay, and this order is going to table 4. Table 4. And we have leveled up. We've got back-to-back orders now.
Hey.
Hello there. Yuma berry. 1 ice. This is going to table 5. Double hamburger, 1 lettuce. Table 16, light splash cola, 2 ice. Hello there. It is just me today, folks. All right. Hamburger, 2 lettuce.
Hello.
And this is going to table 1. All right. I saw ketchup on the screen. Vanilla ice cream, splash cola, 1 ice.
Hello.
All right, this is going to table 13. Table 13.
Yeah.
All right. Water, 1 ice.
Hello.
Double hamburger, 1 lettuce. And this is going to table 11. Table 11. Oh boy, we got back-to-back orders here. All right, let's see. Double hamburger going to table 12. All right, there we go. We have a Yuma, 2 ice. And a vanilla ice cream.
Hello.
And we have a hamburger order, I know that. Hamburger and 2 lettuce. Ah! Here we go. Alright, this is going to table 3. Really wish you could run in this game.
Hello.
Okay, Mr. Hoop, no ice. This is going to table 9. My dining room is a complete mess. Mr. Hoop 2 ice. And we have a hamburger order of 1 lettuce. Okay, and this order is going to table 7.
Oh yeah.
Still struggle with where those middle tables are. Light splash cola, no ice. Table 6.
Hello.
All right, we have leveled up here. This is definitely... Oh, that looks like a big order. Double hamburger. Jeez. Okay. Three lettuce. 3 ketchup. And then we have a strawberry ice cream and a Yuma berry no ice. And this is going to table 15.
Yeah.
So day 4 ended up with 1 additional customer. Everybody was good with everything, but it also came with the addition of tomatoes and pickles now being added. I played the entirety of day 4 because I wanted to show just how busy it really got. While there was only one additional customer, the frequency and the speed in which those customers came in seemed really like it had increased quite a bit. I don't know if that was really what was going on or if it just felt like that to me with having the additional items that were being ordered, if that was just adding to the overall time, but I don't think so. I think that the rate in which they came in was definitely faster, at least at the beginning. So with that said, Day 4 was tough. It was not easy, and obviously you could tell that based on, you know, the tone of my voice, that things were definitely starting to get more difficult, which it was funny. I had to laugh because at the beginning of the video, it was more of a, we got, you know, the beginning of the day rather, it was more of like, oh, we got this, it'll be fine. And, you know, as it came to be, it was, I mean, I got through the day, but it was definitely something that was not that easy to get through. And now, as you can see, we're going to be going into day 5. And again, we've unlocked a new item, at least 1 new item every day, 4 in-game days. We have not had that streak broken yet. I am super happy about that. I don't know how that has happened, but it has. The one thing I wanted to say, though, about this, the 18 burger patty deal, you are going to have food waste. You are going to have food waste. I mean, we got rid of a couple patties here at the end of day 4. But again, if you can deal with that, then the 18 patties definitely helped get the day finished out. And I never once had to make new burger patties. So that was really a huge help. There was absolutely no time for anything. Day 3 was bad. Day 4 was worse, without question. But somehow I managed, I don't know how, but somehow I managed to get it all done. So let's see how day 5 goes. All right, day 5, and we have more things to buy, more ingredients for our hamburgers to buy, and I think things are just going to get they're going to get a little bit difficult. Got a jar of pickles. We're definitely going to need that. So we'll go ahead and grab our other jar here and we'll get those on the shelf. Just a lot of time is spent in a single player mode. A lot of time is spent doing prep in the morning. Not having, like, if I was to offer like some kind of observation around it, I'm spending a lot of time just getting everything kind of organized. Not being able to grab more than one box. And I really, really, truly hope that this is a change with the full version of the game being released. I hope this is a change, that we can grab more than one box at a time. Because this is easily the one of the more frustrating aspects of the game, as just trying to play this single player. Here's what we got. So we've got our tomatoes, we've got our lettuce and our pickles. We have our mayonnaise and our ketchup bottles. Got a couple hamburger wrappers out here with the buns already ready to go. We've got our 3 trays totaling 18 patties out here ready to go. And we have same setup over here, just a couple of wrappers. And I think I may have accidentally grabbed a bun or two from this packaging, which I didn't intend to, but that's how it ended up. And then we have the mayonnaise and the ketchup over here on this side too, just in case. I'll be curious to see if I actually remember that this is over here and use this side when I'm in the middle of trying to fulfill orders. All right, we got our trays. Everything is prepped. Everything is ready to go. And I think it is time to bring on the madness of day 5. One order down. And as you can see, I mean, that was a quick order. I no sooner get behind the counter and there's already somebody coming.
Hello.
Who has quite a large order from what I can tell. Oh my gosh. All right, double hamburger. 1 ketchup, 1 lettuce, 1 tomato. 1 ketchup, 1 lettuce, 1 tomato. Vanilla ice cream and a light splash cola, 1 ice.
Hello.
Okay. Table 15. Not being able to run in this game is definitely a little frustrating. Alright, so we need a hamburger and a strawberry ice cream. One ketchup and 1 lettuce.
Hey.
Okay, and this is going to table 14.
Oh yeah.
Okay, strawberry ice cream. And I know we need a hamburger.
Hello.
2 ketchup, 3 lettuce, 3 mayo. 2 ketchup, 3 mayo, and 3 lettuce.
Hey.
Ah, Table 6. Table 6. Again, not being able to run. A real pain. Hamburger, a Yuma, no ice. Okay, I know we need a hamburger. I just don't know what they want on it. 2 lettuce, 1 mayonnaise.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. All right. Table 17. I'm all out of sorts here. Vanilla ice cream, light splash cola, no ice. Double hamburger, 1 lettuce, 1 tomato. And I don't have... Alright, I think I am overwhelmed here. I think I am... not matched for this. Not capable of handling this. Table 1. Something was wrong with that order, but it is what it is. Double, oh my gosh. All right. Double hamburger.
Hello.
2 mayonnaise, or 2 ketchup. I have met my match here, everybody. 3 lettuce. Two pickle, 1 tomato. Table 11 gets this one.
Oh yeah.
We got people in line.
Hello?
Okay, this is a bit much. Okay, we've got a hamburger. Three lettuce, 1 pickle.
Hello.
And a splash cola, 1 ice. We need a Yuma, 2 ice.
Hello.
We're gonna get this out to table 5. I'm not gonna be able to fulfill this. I gave it to the wrong table. Okay. Yuma, 2 ice. Table 3. We got people coming in still. I'm not gonna be able to fulfill these orders. We have just a regular hamburger going to table 16. So day 5, in terms of the, like, when we were watching that footage there, I was I kept a lot of day 5 in this because I really wanted to show really how tough it got. And those pauses in between, like where I was working on stuff and there was just order after order coming in, I was really starting to get a little overwhelmed, frankly, trying to keep up. And adding in all the ingredients that we had added in at that point, you know, within this being the 5th in-game day, really proved to make this game very challenging in a single player situation. And I had even said that at the beginning of the footage of day 5, just talking about, like I said earlier, how the prep time in a single player situation takes quite a long time to do. So you're doing all this prep and then now you have all these ingredients, and it's just the complexity of the orders that start coming in. Once you have tomatoes, once you have pickles, once you have lettuce, once you have mayonnaise and ketchup, you don't even have mustard. And that, like, it's just between that and the ice cream and the soda. I mean, as you saw in the footage, at one point I had back-to-back customers at one of the cash registers and had another customer at the other one. And there was a couple points there where I had 3 to 4 orders on the screen at one time. And so it just really proved just how much more difficult the game became, just adding a few more ingredients. So all of that to say that what it meant was, at the end of the day, I made it 4 in-game days being able to level up, and at the end of day 5 we did not unlock new ingredients. I wish that we could have said that it was just going to be, hey, every day we leveled up, we unlocked new things, and we're all good here, but the reality was day 5 proved to be difficult, and much more than I thought it was going to be. We don't have much more to unlock in here, but we do have a little bit more to do. So let's take a look and see if we can get those final things so that we can conclude our attempt at getting everything in the demo in single player mode. I did start out at the beginning having just the papers and the buns, but here's the thing. We know one thing. We know that we're either going to end up with a single hamburger or a double hamburger. But no matter what, we're going to have at least one beef patty per order when we get an order for a hamburger. So the idea here is that we have, in this instance, we have 10 burger patties ready to go, and all of the other parts of the buns are right here on this side here, and then this one's for this one's for this one, that one, and that one. And then these over here, which they, like, that one you can use for either that one or that one, but basically you have these 3, and then you have those 3 up there. So with the idea being also too, then, if you have, what happens if you get, you know, lettuce, pickles, or tomatoes on the order? They're still accessible from here. So I'm in my situation, what I have found is if I have to come over here and grab a burger patty for every order that I'm doing, even if the bun is already there, sometimes I'm inadvertently grabbing the tray or whatever the case may be, and that is all time that is being spent to do, you know, to work on those things. So I'm just going to try this out. Now, one thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to bring over a thing of a thing of buns, and we're going to put them down here. That way they're there. If we need them, we can quickly get them. And we have one full tray here, and then we have two burgers here as well that we can use. And we've already taken one of the trays and placed them back over here, so they're off of our work. They're out of our workspace area where they'll be a non-issue for us. Now, what we can always do too is bring these up so that they're right there, and that's what we can do. So with all of that said, let's just take a real quick inventory here. We have ice cream cups, we have soda cups, we have our trays, which I'll make sure the trays are stacked. They are, okay. And we have everything prepped and ready. Our condiment bottles are full. We have our toppings right here. We have our 18 patties made. It is time to start the day and see if we can level up to get everything that we can in terms of what is available to us in this demo. Okay. Vanilla ice cream, hamburger, 1 ketchup, 2 lettuce. Okay. 1 pickle. What did I say? 2 lettuce. Ketchup was 1. Mayo was 2.
Hello.
Okay. And we need a vanilla ice cream also. This is going to go to table 8. Take this gentleman's order. Table 8. So there was no footage really for day 6 as well, because like day 5, day 6 proved to be difficult in that nothing was unlocked in day 6 either. So this footage here is a little bit that I showed there was for day 7. And the reason I showed that and included that was because of the new process that I tried, in that I had all the hamburgers cooked. So I put out a bunch of wrapping, a bunch of the burger wrappers and the buns, and I just put 1 single burger patty on each bun so that it was at least somewhat assembled. And that process seemed to be really, really helpful, because at the end of day 7, we unlocked the last ingredients that we needed to complete the challenge, which was French fries, French fry boxes, and oil to cook the fries. So we did it. It took 7 in-game days to unlock everything. Day 5 and day 6. Unfortunately, there was a roadblock in the way. It just prevented that. Having that process with those burger patties really seemed to help. I wish I had come up with that sooner, but that's one of the things that I just found with this game as I played it. I just had to figure out solutions, and that's what's been fun about this, honestly. So let's take a look at day 7. We'll just show off, the some of the footage here from day 7. Cooking with French fries and serving French fries, and then we'll come back, and like I said, I've got some thoughts, and like I said, I have some news on the release of the game too. So let's take a quick look at 7, and I'll be back. All right, I know we have a hamburger because I saw that. We need 4 hamburger, 4 pickle. And this is all going to go to table 8. We got some stuff over here up front we got to do. I know they want a water, no ice, vanilla ice cream. And a French fry. Table 8. Table 8. All right, we need a Yuma, no ice, and a vanilla ice cream.
Hello?
All right. There we go. Table 12. All right, here we go. It's a large order. Double hamburger on this one.
Hello?
And we need 1 ketchup, 3 mayonnaise. And we also need 4 pickles. All right. And a vanilla ice cream. And a French fry. Vanilla ice cream. And a French fry. And we need a drink of some kind. Water, 2 ice.
Hello?
Oh geez, I don't even remember what table is this going to. Table 7. Okay. Table 7. Alright. I need a simple order of one of these two. We got a splash cola, 2 ice. Table 9.
Hello.
And we got to take care of this other order here up on the screen before we can assist this person. All right. Strawberry ice cream, French fry. And I know they have a hamburger order. We have a hamburger. Let's see, 2 ketchup. And 2 pickle, or 1 pickle, 1 tomato. 1 pickle. Or 1 tomato rather, and 1 pickle. I don't know why my pickles are up there.
Hello.
Table 13. Gets this order. And we'll just... Okay. Vanilla ice cream and a French fry.
Hello?
Vanilla ice cream and a French fry. This is going to table 1.
Oh yeah.
So that will conclude the single player challenge here on for the fast food simulator demo. And just a quick note concerning the release date of the game. It is scheduled currently right now to be released on December 10th of 2024. So we do have a release date, and we'll see what the full version of the game looks like here. I would assume it's going to get released as early access and probably not as a full-fledged final version yet. Maybe it will. I'm not sure. It remains to be seen, but we have a date. So that's good. So what are my takeaways on this in terms of it? Well, you know, there was, like I said earlier, this video was inspired by a discussion that I saw where somebody said that they felt the game was impossible to play as a single player. And I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. It definitely does not, at least in the demo. And I say all that to say that it could very well be different once we get a full version of the game. But right now, as a demo, it does not scale based on multiplayer versus single player. And so I'm not sure if there's going to be like AI assistants that you can hire employees to help, so that, because I would assume the drive-thru is going to be open at some point. It's functional. The window's functional in the demo. I would assume that that's going to be an added source of customers coming in. So I would think that you would at least be able to hire help, you know, to get things more, you know, accomplish things better. One of the things that I saw around the conversation though was, well, you know, you can just play randomly online with other people. I tried that, and I don't know if people legitimately did not know what they were doing or if people were legitimately like trying to sabotage the game, because I had like one instance where, you know, even in multiplayer, when you start a day, the day ends with everybody, and then you all run into the restaurant together. Somebody opened the restaurant as we were running in. And once you do that, you really can't. I couldn't seem to close the restaurant and not have someone come in, you know, even after. And people are cooking either way too many burgers, or somebody's not doing anything, or it's just a lot to assume that somebody in multiplayer is going to be doing their part. And add on to the fact too that sometimes people just don't want to play with others, and they just want to be, you know, the game offers a single player mode. So you would think, okay, if it offers that, then it should be playable. I unlocked everything, but that is not to say that it wasn't without its challenges. It was overwhelming at times to do that. There were, like I said, 2 in-game days, day 5 and day 6, that did not result in me unlocking anything. And so it really was difficult at one point. And that's the biggest thing with this, though, as I said earlier in one of the other clips, is that it forced me to think of solutions on how to actually accomplish it. There was a point where I figured, it really is impossible to do this in single player, and I almost stopped playing. And going into day 7, I was like, let me just try something else. And it was even things like, I didn't think about this either until later, and you see that in the later days too, where in putting for example, putting lettuce and pickles and stuff on a burger, I started picking up the whole ingredient tray. So if you had like 4 pickles on the order, before that I was grabbing like 1 pickle at a time out of the container, whereas once I realized I can pick this up and I can just click it 4 times to put 4 pickles on there at one time instead of 1 at a time going back and forth between the burger and the ingredient tray. I was happy for the challenge and the difficulty because it forced me to come up with, different ways to beat the challenge and unlock everything. And I had to think about how to approach that. So I enjoyed it for the most part. My other major thing is doing the truck orders and all of the prep time that it takes in a single player situation. If you have a day where you need a bunch of stuff in a truck order and you order that, you're going to have to do that first, spend a lot of time doing that because like I said, this is a demo. This is not a full version. It might be different, but as it is right now, you can't take multiple boxes off of the truck at the beginning. You can't do it. So you have to take, if you order 4 boxes of burger patties or 5 boxes of burger patties or whatever, 5 boxes of something, you have to take 1 off at a time. And even like in the video where Reaper and I did the multiplayer session with this, he even said that too, which I don't believe that ended up in the game, or in the video rather. But even if it would be nice if you had a cart or something that you could load items onto and then take them into the restaurant. Even just something like that would be useful. The only thing you can really pick up at one time, like of everything, is the hamburger buns. So if there's like 4 or 5 trays of buns on one order, you can pick them all up at one time and take them into the store. Everything else is one at a time, and you have to load all that. Then you got to go in and you got to do all your prep. You got to cook all your hamburgers ahead because you're not going to be able to do any sort of cooking. So that's where I found it to be 18 burger patties seemed to be kind of a good point to start. And I never ran out doing 18 patties. Even if you had double hamburgers, I didn't run out. And with fries, the day I did fries, I had too many at the end of the day, but I figured it was a new product, so I didn't know how many were going to get ordered. I ended up throwing a lot of fries out. But in any case, all in all, is the game, is it playable as single player? Yes, it is. Does it take a lot more to play it, at least in the demo version? Yes, it does. And it requires you to really think along the way, because you might do something initially that you eventually find out through adding more ingredients or, more complex burger orders that maybe you need to change what you're doing. All in all, like this challenge that I did, I enjoyed it. It was overwhelming at times, yes, because it really forced me to think about what I was doing, and I had to change it at times to make sure that I was able to actually finish the game, in its current state. All that being said, I'm really excited for this game. I can't wait for this to come out in a few weeks, and it's going to be, I think, just really exciting and fun to play. So this one was a little bit longer, everybody, and I just, I appreciate if anybody is still watching this all the way to the end for this, for my final thoughts on this. But I wanted to try something a little bit different this time around, and if you like this format, it's a little different, but if you like the format, please give the video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. And until next time, my name's Jairus. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.